Yeah, I know a thing or two about not getting paid. I think we've got like 7, 8, 9 jobs. I bet I got $40,000 outstanding right now.
Unfortunately, in this business, the longer you're in it, you'll know that you are going to have claims and products are going to fail, and independent inspectors are going to be called in, and you're sitting there just waiting to see what they say. And when they say it's product related, then all of a sudden the company's sending in their own independent rep, and you're just waiting. And in the meantime, nobody's getting paid. The customer doesn't want to pay, and you're not getting paid, and the salespeople aren't getting paid. And it's just, I just like those little bit more established companies to work with, just because I feel a little more secure that if I do get into a situation like that, I'm going to have some backing. So,
yeah, I know a thing or two about not getting paid. I think we've got like 7, 8, 9 jobs. I bet I got $40,000 outstanding right now in collectibles that, I had one client. They're holding $5,000 while we were waiting for a transition piece to come in, a $25 transition piece, and that's worth $5,000. Meanwhile, I've bought the floors, I've paid my installers, my bank account's light, and then who knows what happens when I finally get this piece. All of a sudden they're going to start because they're holding on to the $5,000. They've got their floor. They've been enjoying their floors for a month and a half. I have not been enjoying my money for the last month and a half. I can tell you that.
Exactly. I'll tell you what, in a situation like that, and we've had them too. I had one recently. It was a job where it was a $8,000 luxury vinyl plank job. We got in there to do it. The installers are saying there's a big hump in the concrete. It was a lower level, big hump in the concrete. We can't go over it. We need to get this ground down. And the guy that I was doing it for happened to work in the concrete business. So we had started the install and then waited for him to finally get his guys to come in and grind that hump down. Mm-hmm. And then we waited for them to go on vacation, and we waited for them to get back, and we waited and we waited. And then honestly, it was probably 2 months. They finally said, okay, we're ready for you to come back and finish the install. And then once we came back and finished the install, I played phone tag and email tag with this woman. She was just putting me off for probably about a month. And at that point in time, I was getting less than kind. And I mean, seriously, sometimes you have to do it. And I just sent, my final message was our terms. We are not a finance company. Our terms are 50% deposit, balance due upon completion. Your job has been done now for a month. You owe us this money. We will start adding some finance charges. And believe me, I got paid, but I had to go after her, a dozen times. It's ridiculous. People, once they have their floor, all of a sudden they're conveniently unavailable.
Oh, you're less of a priority. Yeah, you were a priority when they wanted their floor 3 days before Christmas, but You're not a priority now.
Right.
Yeah, we've taken to if we can't get this invoice paid, we're going to be going down to the courthouse and filing a claim against it. And that usually gets us paid pretty quickly, but it's an ugly thing to have to say to somebody, and you don't want to get in that position. And we're trying to, take care of our customers and make sure they, enjoy their experience here and all of that stuff. And we want referrals, obviously always an important part of a business, but at some point, it's kind of about the money. I mean, we got to get paid. You can't just have these, we got bills to pay, lights to keep on, and employees that are working, and families to feed and stuff. And sometimes it feels like the customers don't really understand or relate to that.